So we have a bit of a breaking news update for you guys, and it's one that pertains the Indian football team and specifically their squad for the AFC Asian Cup, which, if you remember, is not too far away at this point. It will be taking place in the start of the new year, come January 2024. You're going to be seeing the AFC Asian Cup. You've heard a lot of chatter around it as far as Indian football circles are concerned, and over the past few days, you were getting indications as to what exactly the composition or nature of that squad for what is a very important tournament for the Indian football team would look like. And now, at long last, we've gotten the confirmation from the All India Football Federation themselves as to what it is that the squad looks like. So we'll quickly delve into the squad, the members that have been selected. It is in fact a pretty comprehensive squad, and a lot of these names, let's say, aren't very unfamiliar names if you're going by the kind of selection process that has been followed in the past year or two by Igor Stimac, the head coach. The 26-member squad reads as follows. So the goalkeepers, the three goalkeepers, of course, there's Amrinder Singh, Gurpreet Singh, Sandhu, and Vishal Kaid. So these are the three goalkeepers. As far as defenders go, there's an Akash Mishra, a Lalchung Nunga, Mehtab Singh, Nikhil Pujari, Preetham Kotal, Rahul Bheke, Sandesh Jhingan, and of course, Subhashish Bose. Midfielders, this is where things get a little bit interesting. There's an Anirudh Thapa there. Of course, he was someone who's going to be, one of the linchpins of this particular squad. Brandon Fernandez, Deepak Tangri, Lalingmaya Ralte, Aliston Kalako, Mahesh Singh Nauram, Sahal Abdul Samad, Suresh Singh Wangjam, and of course, and Udanta Singh, who I don't know why he's included in midfielders, considering he'd most likely be playing as a forward. Anyway, the forward line is as follows. There's a Nishan Pandita, Lalanjwala Changte, Manveer Singh, Rahul KP, Sunil Chetri, and a Vikram Pratap Singh. That is your 26-member squad that will be going to Qatar for India's AFC Asian Cup campaign. And remember, India's campaign is a pretty big one, because again, a lot of these the teams that we've been drawn with, it's not the easiest of draws. I mean, you're taking on Australia to start with, then you have Uzbekistan, and then your final game is against a Syria side that were very close to qualifying for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. So it's not a very easy let's say draw that you've got. But this is actually the best squad that India could have put out, all things put into play. Why? Because there have been a number of injury issues that have plagued this particular side. So really, this is probably the best squad that the Indian head coach could have put out. Again, your one very key player who's missing is, of course, Anwar Ali. But that was expected, given that Anwar Ali had previously been ruled out with a very long-term injury. Another key player is, of course, an Ashik Kurnian, who had established himself as one of Stimac's more trusted wingers. He too is out with a long-term injury. There's no Jackson Singh. You'd remember he too had started getting a lot of games at the base of the midfield, but he too has a long-term injury, is not going to be part of it. There's no Glenn Martins, and there is no Rohit Kumar. And in fact, if you're looking at injury concerns, there are players even in the team who up until recently were uncertain to make the squad, given they had injury issues of their own. Sahal Abdul Samad, he's been named in the squad, but he had actually, he'd had a problem, an injury problem in his ankle that was a recurrence of an old injury. He hadn't been playing in over 3 weeks. Rahul KP, another player who there was some fear over whether or not he would be able to be part of the squad. He is there, and in fact there had been murmurs that Stimac may include Sahal, despite the fact that he's not fully fit, and Sahal may not even play the first game against Australia. He might have to sit that one out. He might very well just be fit for the second and third games, but obviously he has a key part to play when it comes to this particular role, the role that he plays in the side. So including him makes sense even if he wasn't fully fit. So that's the Indian squad for the AFC Asian Cup. It's definitely, as I said, the most competitive squad you could have picked given the number of injuries. I think the defense definitely does look a little weaker with no Anwar Ali there. I think Anwar Ali and Sandesh Jhingan would probably be your strongest centre-back pairing, but with no Anwar there, definitely that looks a little light. And midfield too, you do look a bit light, because again, Anirudh Thapa is a fairly good player, and Sahal Abdul Samad, he has that ability to change games, but you really are lacking a midfield destroyer Roy, someone in the mold of a Jackson Singh, someone who had actually slotted in really well into that position. But you don't really have another kind of player in that regard. There's no Rohit Kumar, no Glenn Martins. You really needed players like that in the midfield, and that may very well prove to be India's undoing. But for now, you know what it is we're going to be doing. We're going to be backing the boys in blue, in this particular journey of theirs. Because again, India have been playing, at least they've made it to successive editions of the Asia Cup or the AFC Asian Cup this time around. So it's definitely something worth noting. And you'd hope that the team can put in a good showing, even if they don't make it to the knockouts, get a couple of good results, maybe even a win here or there. You never really know how things go. In case you're wondering when it is that the Indian campaign gets underway, then January 13th is the date. Mark your calendars. January 13th of 2024, they'll be taking on Australia. January 18th, they'll take on Uzbekistan. And then January 23rd, they're taking on Syria. If, of course, they make it to the knockouts, then and only then you'll know that particular schedule. But those are the dates you can expect to see the Indian team in action in the AFC Asian Cup. What are your thoughts though on this squad? For me, as I said, I think it's the strongest squad you could have put out, but definitely a few glaring issues due to injuries. Not much that coach Igor Stimac could have done. That's my feelings about it. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell as well. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Don't forget to download the SportsTech app. And if you're already on the channel, well, go right ahead. Check out some other videos we've done as well. Stay tuned. We've got more coming your way. For now, from my side, goodbye.